Today we're cracking open a massive US military survival kit, cold climate individual. What would you need to survive in a freezing cold combat zone back in the 1980s? Let's open this up and figure that out piece by piece. Alrighty, let's take a bit of a closer look. This thing is absolutely massive. I can barely fit it onto my table for the review. Written on the front here is US Survival Kit, Cold Climate. Now, cold has obviously been over-typed here with a permanent marker. Originally, this would have been a hot climate kit. Now, I think the hot climate kits came with the orange backstraps, but originally the cold climates would have had the yellow. It does say manufactured by Product Research Incorporated, and unfortunately we can't see the date of manufacture. Somebody again has gone over that with the permanent marker. Below that we have our NSN number, which is our national stock number, and it is 1680-00-973. It's a bit hard to read, and it is 1662 for the cold climate. You can see this is written in permanent marker again, but originally the hot climate one would have been 1661. Not sure what this C4 is. Maybe that suited a particular aircraft. And then obviously we have our back straps. These obviously allow you to sling it over your shoulder when you've landed to make a bit of a getaway. And on either side here we have our parachute attachment clips. Let's have a look at that. Bit hard to see. You just pull that to open it up, and then you push it back and it locks in. This example, as it sits, weighs 18 kilograms, but originally it would have been around 13. Now, I'm not entirely sure about what's inside. Some of it might be original, some of it might be reproduction, some of it might be just new items in place of. But anyway, we'll open it up and we'll figure out exactly what's inside. Alright, to open it up, all we need to do is to pull on this zipper on the side here. Alrighty, the first item we have out, as far as I know, is to go underneath a poncho. Let's see if we can find a label on here. Here we go. If you can read that, it is a liner wet weather poncho. 100% polyester. There you go. Just hold that there if you want to pause the video and read it. But yeah, it's obviously a wet weather poncho liner. So this goes underneath the poncho to obviously give you a bit of warmth. Nice camo on either side of that as well. And this, I imagine, is the poncho itself. Again, we'll see if we can find a label. Okay, there we go. It's printed on the back. And it is a poncho wet weather. It's coated nylon woodland camouflage. There you go. Here we go. This part is obviously our neck, covers the head, and you've got a little adjuster there. This is obviously some of the waterproofing agent that's broken up over the years. And then in the middle here we also have another tie to pull it around your waist. There you go. Next item we have out is a hat. It is a double-sided hat. It is a hat Sun Olive, Green Army Shade 107. And it has a DLA code there of 1986. So that might help us sort of date it. I imagine this kit is probably mid-80s and that seems bang in the middle, 86. It's obviously reversible. For green, green when you are hiding, and orange when you see a rescue plane or boat that you flip it over, makes you a little bit more visible. And the next item we have is it is a head net insect, still with its original tag there. Shows you fitting it there. Obviously goes over your hat as well. Covers your face all around your neck, front and back. Now here we have an item that I do not think fits this kit. It is a Safety Marine Australia Desert Solar Steel kit. Has an NSN number there. And the date, yeah, you see the date of manufacture there. It's December 98. Yeah, this clearly doesn't fit, but interesting nonetheless. Desert Solar Steel. And the next item we have out is a survival book. And it is Headquarters Department of the Army, March 86. So it's the second item that's 1986. This thing looks like it's in amazing condition. Now clearly I'm not going to read all of this, but yeah, this would be amazing if you were in a survival situation. This would cover every single scenario that you could ever imagine. There's some color pictures as well. Some snakes. Quite a bit on snakes. Obviously edible plants. It's great to have those color images. Helps you when you're trying to recognize a particular plant. Quite a bit on edible plants. Some knots. Weather. Interesting. And packed with that is 2 pencils sharpened on both ends. And let's have a look at this item. See if we can figure out what this is. There you go. It's a signal panel. See, it's got a DLA code there of 91. So this may have been stocked in this kit a little bit later on. But obviously it is a double-sided material. It is obviously green on that side, but then we have orange. And in addition to that, we also have a very bright pink as well. Now I don't want to drag all this out. I don't think I'll get it all back in, but yeah, I'll put a picture up of that. Hopefully what it looks like all folded out. Look at this thing. Have a look at this. This is what looks like a big tarp. Alright, there's the full description there. It is a Pauline lightweight, size 77, and this has a DSA 67. So this is early. I mean, these things don't expire, so I guess maybe it could have been packed in a kit in the 80s, but yeah, that has a 67 code there. For use with survival kits, may be used as a signal, camouflage cloth, sunshade or tent, or for catching drinking water. So multi-purpose. We have yellow on one side and we have grey on the other. You make ground signals there and planes can spot. You can see going in that direction, need food, and so forth. How cool is that? Now the kit comes in 2 parts. The first part, which is the outer bag and the contents, what was packed on top, and then we have our inner pack here. But here we can see a manufacture date of the March of 87. So again, 86, 87, that seems like it's about right. We'll just get this out. And again on the side here we have another zip. Goes all the way around from one side across the front to the back. And the first item we see here is some drinking water. Now, I'm pretty sure that this has been restocked. This wasn't original to the kit. Originally, it would have had canned water, but possibly over the years, that water has rusted through the cans. Cans have leaked, and then they've been replaced with this at a later date. So we have 3 packs of that drinking water. And the next item we have out is a food bar. It is Mayday mini meal, 400 calorie. And again, this probably wouldn't have been original to this kit either. Expired in August 2018. We have a small spoon, very similar to what you would have seen in an MCI. Next item we have out is some cordage. This is quite a fair bit of cordage. It's a brown, greeny brown colour. Very handy in survival situations. This will be a good 100 meters at least. We have some paracord here in green, probably about 20 meters there. We have a survival whistle. This one has a date of, just have a look, looks like 88. See if it still works. Yep. Next item we have is, this is insect repellent. We have more paracord there, probably about 5 meters. And I imagine these are Condy's crystals. I don't think this would have been packed in this survival kit, but yeah, nonetheless, a great survival tool. And the next item we have out is US Navy signal, smoke, and illumination. Obviously, on one side, we have smoke. So day use, so this will be the smoke end. And you would then pull that out, and that'll obviously give you an orange smoke. And then at night time, we have obviously a bright red flame that you will be able to indicate to planes or to vessels looking to rescue you. And we have 2 of those. And the next item we have out is a bag storage drinking water. This is the size A, the 5 quart. And this has a DSA, the 69. So again, not a disposable item. So I guess it could have been repacked in a kit from the 80s. Brand new. And we have an insect net and mitten set. Obviously one just to go over your head and also on your hands as well. We have 2 packs of compressed fuel, hexamine. Can't see a date on them, but they don't look like they're that old. And I have what I imagine is a large tourniquet. There's a little bit of a label on there. It's probably a bit hard to read, but that's what it'll be. And we have a tin here of sunburn preventative cream. Let's see if we can open that. There you go. Have a look at that. That's the contents. Looks okay. Never been used. Yeah, it doesn't smell too bad either. And next item we have out is a net multi-purpose nylon twine. It has a DLA code there, manufactured in 85, so that suits our 86 date possible for this kit. Next item we have is a signaling mirror. This one has a code here, manufactured in 92. This could have been an item that was stocked after this kit was originally issued. There it is there. Similar to some of the other ones we've seen, but yeah, it's actually quite small. The next item we have out is a blue rubber hose. This would be used in first aid situations as a tourniquet as well. And we have a survival blanket, orange on one side and silver on the other. And we have out some stock cubes here. These don't look like they're original to this kit. Definitely it's made in Australia. Yeah, so they've been stocked in this kit at a later date. We have Firestarter Aviation, manufactured, I think, in February of 87. So again, seems about right. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this is. Oh, it's a torch. Well, it's a torch on one end. Oh, you would pull that out to... Let's see. Nah, those batteries are flat. But yeah, on the other side, not entirely sure what this is, to be honest. Oh, whistle? Yeah, that's a good whistle. Not really sure what you would put inside that, but it has a rubber gasket there to keep it waterproof. You could hold some water, but yeah, not a great deal. Interesting. All right, next item we have out is Match Aviation Survival. There's a 86 date there. There it is there, February 86. Oh, that's sealed in the bag there. Unfortunately, I don't want to take that out as that's still sealed in that bag. But what would be in the side there would be 3 or 4 packs of matches inside that little container. I'll put a picture up of what that looks like. And the next item we have here is candles. We have 3 of them. There you go. This one has a manufacture date here of 83. So you have 3 candles. I won't take that black tape off, but I'll put a picture up of what they look like, if I can find one. And the next item we have out is Food Packet Survival General Purpose. So 4 of those. And the next item we have out is some wire. This is a multi-purpose survival item. Can be used for repairing things, can be used for making snares. We have a pack here of wind waterproof matches. These were manufactured in 2004. Again, I'm not sure if this is original, this kit, or was it packed in this kit at a later date. You obviously got some cotton wool in there to use as tinder striker on both sides. We have a compass magnetic 82 manufacturer again. There you go, I'll just hold that there if you want to pause the video to read that. But it is a magnetic pocket type MC-1. Next item we have out is a Firestarter Aviation Survival Sparklight. I've seen these in videos before. Essentially you have an ignition source. A little bit of a spark there. And you have some tinder in there to help you light a fire. And the next item we have out is a knife sharpener. You would obviously hold it in this position like this and pull your knife between these 2 sections of metal here to sharpen your blade. Shows a picture of that there on the side. Nice little knuckle protector there. And we have a US Air Force knife. See if you can find any date on this, normally on the blade. If you can see that, but it's Camillus and it is 95. You get a blade. You get a can opener. You get a leather punch. And you get a bottle opener with a flat head screwdriver. There you go. And the next item we have out is a fishing kit survival. Unfortunately, this is still sealed. But yeah, you can see the contents list on there. I'll try and get it so you can read it. If you want to pause the video there, you might be able to read that. Interesting. I'll see if I can find a picture of one of these open so you can have a look, and I'll just put it off to the side there. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this is. It looks like it's just paper towel or some sort of gauze. Yeah, not entirely sure what that is. I have a couple of bits of paper here. Let's have a look at those. It's about the first aid kit, which I imagine that could possibly be. And another card just on CPR there. All right, let's have a look at this thing. Feels like another water bag. This one's a little bit different. It is still a size A. Looks like it's a little bit newer. And then that brings us to this thing. It's an automatic fishing reel. Now again, I'm not so sure if this was included in this kit, but you know what? What an interesting thing. All right, let's just have a look at this instruction sheet first. There you go there. Oh, so it looks like the whole rig goes under the water there. Jug fishing, they call it. Obviously, when the fish pulls, it'll just retract like a hose reel, I think. Interesting. Oh, same. Okay, so there you go. That's what they look like. One's different than the other. You can see that in the middle there, they both have a spring that obviously snatch back that line once it's pulled. I think similar to, yeah, like a hose reel. Now, the advantage of these are, obviously, you can set and forget. You can cast this out into the area where you're fishing, and you know that if you get a bite, obviously, this is going to take care of hooking the fish for you. And all you need to do is to wind in that fish at a later time. Yeah, very interesting. And then it brings us to this. Yes, there you go. It is a first aid kit individual. US. And in the front there, we just have a couple of random band-aids in a plastic sealed container there. There it is there. Insert first aid kit case. Now, I'm not sure if I can actually open this. Yeah, it doesn't like an open at. But yeah, I'll see if I can find a picture of what that is. I'll look up that NSN number and I'll see if I can work out what that looks like on the inside. Couple of little belt clips there. And then written on the front there, it is a Case Medical Instrument Supply Company number 8. And it has a DLO 81. So again, that seems like it's about right. And then finally, that brings us to this large aluminium tray. It obviously has a couple of purposes. One, to protect the contents so they don't get damaged in your landing. But also you could use this for boiling water if you needed to. If you had no other way of sanitizing your water, you could use that over a fire. You could use it as a large fry pan in case you actually snare any animals. Yeah, multi-purpose item, this one. Alright guys, that is about it. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at a US survival kit cold climate based upon what was originally a hot climate kit individual. Looking at the contents of this kit, you can see that some of it was original to this kit when it was first packed in the mid-80s. Some of it may have been repacked into this kit whilst it was still in use, and then some of it clearly doesn't belong in this kit at all. Let me know in the comments what you think about the contents, and let me know if there's anything interesting that you want to see in any future videos. Otherwise, take care guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.